but I skipped them, I think because I just kept forgetting. Like, you would have to take them, like, in the morning every day. And I honestly might get back on those because, I don't know, but I feel like in the summer my anxiety will get better because I'm not in school. But, like, I just work myself up too much, and, like, I try to tell myself that I'm gonna be okay and shit. But sometimes it doesn't work. And this is literally almost 20 minutes, so, but, whatever. And, like, sometimes when you have panic attacks, you don't even know why you're panicking. Like, literally, like, you could be panicking over something on the floor or something. When I have panic attacks, I cry. Because I get worked up and I start crying. Like, I'm like, and like, because I'm scared. Like, some people cry when they're scared. Some people just scream when they're scared. Some people breathe heavily. Some people, I don't know. Just some people do crazy stuff. But I cry. So, like, if I feel like I'm gonna have a panic attack, I have to leave the room. Like, the other day, I was watching this movie in English, and it was really sad, and everybody's crying. So, I had a panic attack because there's so many people in my classroom, and, like, the teacher called me out in front of everybody to move because I was sitting on the floor because my friend was in my seat because we came late to class, so, like, people took our seats. But she found one, and I sat on the floor next to her. Because I know if I didn't, I would have, like, sat somewhere else, and I would feel really weird, and I'd work myself up. So then the fucking teacher saw me, and she was like, can you move and sit there? I was like, you kidding me? So I moved, and the movie was over, and everybody was crying. Well, some people were crying. So I just, like, I had a panic attack, and I started crying. I was like, can I go to the bathroom? And, like, I made it seem like I was crying because of the movie. And it was pretty crowded, but you gotta do what you gotta do, but, I literally do not know what to tell anybody about coping with anxiety because I can't even cope with my own anxiety, but I just breathe and usually calms me down, or I go talk to my guidance counselor or my principal or something, or I talk to the teacher in that class if they're not talking. And in a lot of my classes I have, like, side teachers in there, so I talk to them sometimes too. But basically, if you have anxiety, just know that you're not the only one with anxiety, and other people are struggling with it. And maybe, like, you could talk to someone else that has anxiety, and, like, I look up videos on YouTube about anxiety and how to cope with it. And most of them say that you should just tell someone in school. So, like, your teachers will, like, if you raise your hand, they will let you out. Or they won't call you out. Or you wouldn't have to read out in public. Read out loud. Or present. Like, I would have to present on Friday, and I'm talking to my teacher tomorrow about not presenting in front of everybody and just presenting in front of her. Because I will literally have a panic attack right there, and I will have to, like, run out because I'll, like, cry. But you are not alone. Other people are struggling through it. Just breathe. If you have to leave, because usually I leave when I feel panicked or anxiety working up. I leave. Like, I have to go to the bathroom or something. And this one time, my friend, like, knows that I have anxiety, and, like, I cry. She was like, do you want to just ask if we could walk around or go to the guidance? I was like, yeah. So we asked to go to the guidance. We just walked around the whole period because I was crying. I was like, when I have panic attacks, I gotta move around, like, and keep myself busy so my, like, adrenaline stays down and, like, doesn't work up, like, so I don't cry. So, like, I have to move around, like, even moving my arms like this would calm me down. Or just moving around somewhere, or, like, shaking my leg. Like, I have to do that stuff to calm me down and not have a panic attack. So, like, you guys could try that. You could try moving around like that. you could draw. I don't think that would help for me because when I have panic attacks, I have to like drop my pencil and like think and like move. And yeah, I'm just really wanting these 3 days to go by fast so I could just leave school. All the other schools of people on my Facebook have no school anymore because they're out of it. But since I had so many snow days, I have an extra long summer. But anxiety is really hard. I'm not saying it's an easy thing to go through. I wouldn't even wish this upon my freaking worst enemy to have anxiety attacks and anxiety. Well, panic attacks and anxiety, because it is so hard to go through. It's so painful. It's so like terrifying. You feel like walls are closing in on you. You feel like everybody's looking at you, even if they're like all looking at the like movie or something, like up on the board. Like if they're looking at the board, the complete opposite way of you, you will feel like people are looking at you. That is how I feel like every day. Just crazy. I sit in the back in most of my classes because my anxiety works up so bad and I need to see everybody to make sure people aren't looking at me. Like I literally had to go to the office and have them call my teacher and have them move my seat before I went back to class because I would have to sit in the back. Like I sit in the front in my bio right now and I just do not like it. And I have to like, okay, like I'm facing straight towards you. And this is how I sit in bio. I have to literally sit like this, so like people do not look at me because people are all the way back there. So I have to sit like this and like look at the wall. And like if the teacher's like talking or something, and like I like look to the side and like my hair is like covering and I'll like look to the side like this. Like that's how bad it is. It sucks. Really bad. So if you have anxiety, you could like look for help, like tell someone in your school or something like that. It's really hard to go through. I'm not saying it's easy at all. It's not easy. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's really hard. And it'll stress you out, which will probably make your anxiety worse. I usually sugarcoat everything, pretty much, but I'm not sugarcoating this at all. Anxiety is not something fun. Not something that I wish upon anybody. And I feel so bad for everybody who has anxiety, and I feel bad for myself. Because honestly, it sucks. This shit is so fake, but anyways. Yeah, that's all I pretty much have to say because this is 22 minutes long. So yeah, bye.